So this question asks, will a precipitate form if 50 milliliters of a 0.0118 molar solution of calcium nitrate is mixed with a 50 milliliter sample of a 0.0235 molar solution of lithium hydroxide? The volumes are considered to be additive, and the KSP for calcium hydroxide is 6.5 times 10 to the minus 6th. We're going to need to justify the answer. The equation we're looking at is that calcium hydroxide solid dissociates into calcium 2 plus and 2 hydroxide ions. The equilibrium constant expression is the concentration of the calcium times the concentration of the hydroxide squared, and it equals 6.5 times 10 to the minus 6th. Based on stoichiometry, the moles of the calcium ion dissolved equals the moles of the calcium nitrate dissolved. So we go volume times molarity to get the number of moles, and we get 5.90 times 10 to the minus 4th moles of the calcium ion. For the moles of hydroxide dissolved, that will be equal, because of stoichiometry, to the moles of lithium hydroxide dissolved. So the moles of hydroxide dissolved are 0.05 liters times the molarity of the lithium hydroxide, and that comes out to be 1.18 times 10 to the minus 3 moles of hydroxide ion. The total volume, because things are additive, is 0.100 liters. So after mixing, before anything occurs, we can say the concentration of the calcium ion is 5.90 times 10 to the minus 3 molar, and the calcium of the hydroxide ion is 1.18 times 10 to the minus 2 molar. Since we're looking at an isolated point in time, we're actually going to calculate Q and then compare it to K. So the equation for Q is the same as the equilibrium constant expression. So now we plug in our known concentrations, then we solve, and we get Q equals 8.22 times 10 to the minus 9th. So the value for K, 6.5 times 10 to the minus 6th, is greater than Q, so the reaction will favor the products, which means the precipitate will not be formed.